matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Okay, break. Go check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Young. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they go. Lowry.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Falcons at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Lowry, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Lowry.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Alert! Alert!
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. On the ground, they go with Young. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Lowry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered. Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver. And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. 2, 3. 6, 7. Hut, hut.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
5 years.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Okay,
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Young on the carry, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow, blue, white, blue. White.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Young, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Lowry, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We have played 3 quarters. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. Lowry, and some room to roam now. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Lowry, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Open man to tight end Henry. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Up the middle they go. Young. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 8 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Young. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? On 3rd down, it's Young, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Complete to Boyd. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays.
But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.